In this video, we're going to go over the course syllabus. A syllabus is essentially a contract between you and your teacher. This tells you what I expect from you and what you can expect from me. So, you know that you are enrolled in English 5B. You know that it is fall 2020. My name is Elizabeth Powell. I have 3 sections of 5B. When you email me, make sure to include dates and times of your class so that I know which class to look for your information in. We'll talk about office hours in a minute. My office on campus is in the Peters building, but obviously we won't see each other there. This is my email address. Check it at least once a day. Email me if you have any questions. Starting off with a brief message from the first year writing program. I'm not going to read all this to you. The main thing that I want you to know out of this is that 5A and 5B, this is not a remedial approach to first year writing. The course was designed as a year-long program, so you have chosen what I believe is actually the best approach for most students. In terms of required texts and materials, there are 2 main texts for this semester, a writer's reference and the Norton Field Guide to Readings. You have access to those texts once the semester starts through what is called the Immediate Access Program, or IA. You'll look up on Canvas and you'll see the IA bookshelf. That's where your textbooks will be. They are digital. It is the easiest and probably the best way to deal with the textbooks this semester. They're not free. You do get immediate access to them. You have 10 days to decide whether or not you want to go with digital. If before that 10 days is over, you decide that you really want paper copies of the books, then you must go in and opt out of the immediate access program. And then it will be your responsibility to buy copies of the textbooks and get them to deliver to your house in another way. For this semester, I really recommend you stick with the IA bookshelf, because then we all have immediate access to everything, and my assignments will be geared to those digital versions. If, however, you decide you want to opt out, you have to do it by September 1st. That is the last day. Your accounts will be charged on September 10th, and then you have a week to make that payment. You need to be aware of this, so if you need to put money aside, you can get that done. Directed self-placement. Again, you have chosen to take 5A, 5B over the course of a year instead of English 10 in one semester. We don't need to necessarily go over that. In terms of learning goals and learning outcomes, I assume at this point you're aware of the GE portfolio. You're going to have to upload something from this class to your GE portfolio. When you get to the end of the semester, you will choose Area 1, Area 2, or Area 3. Those are the 3 places where you will upload one of the major essays for this class. Learning goals. These are the things that this class will help you do more efficiently. This class will run on what is called a portfolio system. So at midterm and at the final, you will put together your best work and submit it, and you'll get a grade on the portfolio. If we can jump to final course grades, you'll see that 60% will be based on portfolios, 40% is on participation. Participation points are awarded for anything and everything that you do in class. So after you finish watching this video and you go and take the quiz on the syllabus, there will be points for that. Let's scroll back just a little bit here to work of the course. There will be 2 major projects, the rhetorical analysis essay and the researched argument essay. There is one other small essay, the writing sample. You'll do that in the first couple weeks of the semester here, so that I can see where we're starting out and I can tailor instruction to what we really need to cover. And then there's the midterm portfolio, final portfolio. In terms of office hours, well, just jump back up to the top here. You can see that each of my classes has its own office hour because these are going to be held through the Conferences tab on Canvas. During the hour assigned to your class, I will be hanging out in your conference room. Canvas won't let me be in more than one room at once, so that's why each class has its own individual hour. If you have any questions, you will get an invitation, or there will be an invitation posted under announcements. Under announcements, there will be an invitation posted to get into the conference each week. So you can come in, hang out, ask questions, deal with essay issues, if you have problems with a prompt, any of those kinds of things. That's what the office hours are for. The office hours are also there as part of attendance. Attendance for this class will be awarded based on a weekly attendance check-in. Before midnight on Friday night, you're going to make sure that you have checked in with me. What does this look like? Well, you're going to talk about how much of the work from that week you got done. Maybe you're going to talk about what you understood or what you didn't understand. You can ask questions about future assignments or about things that haven't gone well. You can ask those questions by emailing me or make those statements by emailing me. You can come by my office hours. You can have a discussion with your small group. You can do that discussion through a Google Doc or a group text. If you're going to do that, you have to make sure that everyone has their name next to their contributions to the conversation. Each person in that group needs to ask at least one question. This is like a study group. And then once you've had that conversation, you have to share it with me through Google Docs or email it to me. The attendance check-in is worth up to 3 points. Showing up and just saying hi is worth 1 point. Showing up, saying hi, and asking some sort of a question is worth 2 points. To get the full 3 points, you need to ask or answer a question or a comment in a way that actually shows you're thinking about the work in some sort of a substantive way. So that's attendance. That's worth up to 3 points a week. So it's kind of a significant thing by the end of the semester. Some notes about online learning. It can actually be harder than working in person. The benefit with in-person classes is that you're forced to show up at a particular time and face the teacher and face your classmates. So being online maybe kind of lets you avoid that. Maybe you get easily distracted, you play on your phone, you don't get work done. So here's some thoughts. If distraction is a problem for you, find a time and a place to do the work where distractions are minimal. If you have to wait until your family goes to bed and you stay up and do your homework then, do that. If you need to go sit in your car all by yourself, do that. Find a way to decrease your distractions. I'm pretty sure you can go to the library as well and check out some noise-canceling headphones if noise is a problem. I also recommend you set some sort of a routine. Somewhere at the beginning of each week, check the syllabus to see what needs to be done this week. And then at the end of the week, you've got your attendance check-in that you have to do, getting you to make sure that you're keeping track of the class and the work of the class. One note, you need to know how to do screenshots on your primary device. There are going to be a number of times that you need to send me pictures of things. Taking those screenshots is going to be a great way to do that. Please note that any videos or texts or presentations of any kind that are created by students in this class are to be viewed for class purposes only. You may not share that information outside of our class. You may not share it with anybody else. You cannot make copies, you cannot record, you should not be showing it to other people in your household. Those things are for class use only. So respect one another's privacy. Also, a note on emails and discussions, use proper headings and subject lines. Instead of saying submission or help, be specific. Week 1, week 3, or give the name of a particular assignment. Context helps everyone. Next thing in the syllabus, university policies. The work of the class is your responsibility. Do that. Plagiarism, that's a don't do. Okay? There are links here to a number of different university policies if you have questions about any of those things. Also, in terms of university services, if you want to connect with the Writing Center, you can go straight there. Student Health and Counseling, Learning Center, there's all kinds of different information. Students with Disabilities is listed up here. I'm not sure why, but you can find how to be diagnosed and get help in that area as well. Writing Center offers a 1-unit credit, no credit tutorial. This will be a Zoom course, of course, this semester. I strongly recommend the Writing Center. I have seen it make a full grade point difference in students' work, and particularly this semester when you maybe have a harder time connecting to school because you're not actually on campus. I would really recommend you contact them and you sign up. The next thing that we've got is the course schedule. You currently have all of the assignments through the midterm portfolio. It's listed by week. So week 1, first things that you're going to need to do are watch my introduction video and create your own introduction video. There's a Canvas overview, and this link to the syllabus overview will be here once I finish making this video. The first attendance check-in for the semester is different from the rest of them. There is a start of semester survey that you'll find under assignments. So you can go through week by week, see what you need to read, what you need to write, what you need to turn in. Then if you go below that, Canvas gives you all of those dates and assignments with links that take you directly there. So, okay, that is the syllabus. If you have questions, email me.